15 seconds. This is Henry Catchpole and Glenn Thomas on Woodpecker stages 2014. This is stage 1, Bridgewood, 3.25 miles.
Quite nervous.
3, 2, 1. Okay, there's 6.
So, welcome to an evo diary. Now, it's something a few of you have asked me to do, so I've had a go at it. Be kind, be gentle. They may not be particularly good, but hopefully they'll sort of give you an insight when we haven't had a video team there to record what's going on, but we still think you might be interested in just what's going on in my life, the cars I get to drive and see, and the events I get to go to. So I'll try and take a camera with me and just give you a bit of an insight into, I suppose, my life, which is quite cool some of the time. A lot of the time it's mundane, but sometimes it's pretty cool. So yeah, there'll be a lot of rallying in there because that's what I love and that's what I spend an inordinate amount of my time sort of doing. But yeah, if you can put up with that, then there'll be some quite cool things. I've just done a diary on this. It's a Rolls-Royce Wraith, so that will appear at some point in the future. Anyway, today the first one I wanted to talk about was something I shot sort of a few weeks, a couple of months ago now actually, and it's the Woodpecker Rally, which my Mk2 Escort was taking part in with me at the wheel. Those of you that know the magazine will know that I bought that car sort of a good 3 and a bit years ago now, and it's been a fairly lengthy process, largely due to sort of lack of money and lack of skills on my part, getting it up to proper rally spec. But yeah, finally, at the end of August, the Woodpecker Rally, I picked it, and Rally Prep had finally sort of got the car up to a sort of decent working order where it would get through scrutineering, and a certain amount of money had exchanged hands, the like of which still makes my blood run cold, but it was worth it in the end. At least I hoped it would be. I got to Ludlow Racecourse, which is where it was based, at about 6 o'clock on the Friday evening, sort of hoping to sort of see the car through scrutineering. I used to discover that the Escort wasn't actually there yet, which is slightly unusual because I'm not usually the first person to turn up somewhere. I have to say I'm not usually late, but on time is probably the nicest way of putting it. But I'm usually rushing to get there. Anyway, the car had got stuck on the M5, which is a complete car park. In fact, they'd made the executive decision to pull over onto the hard shoulder and take the Escort off the trailer, so they could drive on the outside lane, which you obviously couldn't do with van and trailer together. So if at some point during late August you saw a small white rally car on blue wheels travelling up the outside lane of the M5, then that was probably my car. Anyway, the alternator then went at the Severn Bridge. Great. And they didn't get there till sort of about 1 o'clock in the morning in the end. And we ended up queuing up outside Midway Motor Parts in Ludlow in order to get a new alternator the following morning, all of which was slightly nerve-wracking, not what I needed, I think, before the first rally in the car. And yeah, we set off into the first few stages.
Yep.
And one right off, 40 for hairpin left and hairpin right slippy. Hairpin right. 40 for hairpin left. Tight. And 130 onto gravel. Okay, we can start to go in now.
Okay.
And 6 right. 40 for 4 left long. 60 for 2 left over bump slippy. Logs on exit. Into 3 right. And 1 left long tight. And 4 right long tight and slippy.
So we're 2 stages in, and yeah, we had a spin on the first hairpin.
40.
So I'm taking the Gilles Villeneuve approach, obviously just gauging grip on the first corner, and then it's been fine since then. Second stage was a lot more fun. Kind of gradually just got into it, kind of started feeling the grip. It's quite a test, I'd say, sort of to come straight into a rally, not having driven the car, well, really effectively at all, but certainly not for about 3 years. and I haven't done a gravel race since 2008. So yeah, it's all quite a learning curve, but it's so nice having my own car out on stages doing what I bought it for. But yeah, I've been alright. I've been fairly calm at the moment. I think because I know it's just a shakedown rally, and there's no pressure really. We're not trying to get a result or anything like that. It's just to enjoy it and feel my way into the car. So there'll be plenty more time for that, hopefully, in all the years to come with this car. So yeah. Anyway, 2 stages done. Yeah, Radna next, which is apparently really, really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, and you should see this. See the Avenger up front. It's pretty cool. We've got another Escort behind us. It's also pretty cool. Yeah. Just there's a bit of a delay, so we're just waiting for stage to start at the moment. So hopefully it won't be too long.
Okay, 2 left. Keep middle through posts. Into 5 left. 60. 4 left. 300 over small crests. And bumps to turn acute left, hole inside, very tight and steep uphill. A few little blips. Go on. It's better.
Yeah, it's better. It's going.
60.
We're moving.
Yeah. 5 right over bump.
Glyn Thomas, co-driver, very brave man. Do you want to explain who you are, why you're here?
Well, I got a phone call on Monday evening from the person who's co-driving this car, but to ask if I could step in to co-drive for Henry, and my pleasure to do so. A name known to me from 2008 Suzuki Swift Cup, and yeah, here we are and having some fun.
Say that last bit again, as though you mean it. So that was the first bit. We got back at lunchtime, and Neil asked me, he said, "Why aren't you smiling?" And or you're not smiling as much as I thought you were going to be. And I think because I had driven really cautiously in the first few stages, and the car hasn't got a lot of power. It's about 150 brake horsepower probably, which is enough, but up some of the sort of the steeper hills and out of the steeper hairpins on gravel, where you're sort of you're looking for grip, excuse me, because it was very slippery on the mud and gravel. It was tricky, and I was being very cautious because it's my car. I spent quite a lot of money on it, and I just needed to get to know the car, feel how it was going to behave, sort of particularly through the quicker stuff. And yeah, it had been a cautious morning, and just I think not what you imagine. You have these sort of images of what rallying is going to be like. I knew what it should be like, I suppose, and you dream of being sort of the next Ari Vatanen, sort of going through a forest flat out, and of course that's not how it was going to be. I had to be sensible, at least to start with, just to get to know the car, because otherwise you make a mistake in rallying. It's not a case of, well, you pick yourself out of the kitty litter. It's a case of you look at a very bent car wrapped around a tree, and that's it basically. So yeah, you have to be cautious, have to be a bit sensible, use your noggin, and yeah, it was not frustrating, but just perhaps not everything I'd dreamed of. Anyway, we set off again in the afternoon, me and Glyn, who you've just met, and yeah, things got an awful lot better.
And 5 left continues 100 and tightens to 1 left over crest, don't cut.
Okay.
Down to 5 right, 40. 5 right long, tightens to 6 left over crest, 130, and 6 left over crest into 4 right half long, don't cut, and 6 left over crest. 40, 6 right plus, 80, and 6 right long at bench, 130, down to 3 right half long tight, 3 right. 130 and 2 left past junction, 150, and 6 left plus, 80, for 3 left tight, and 5 right continues and tightens 100.
You can see on here it is very slippery, but I'm attacking the corners slightly more. There's not a lot of power. The diff doesn't lock perhaps as much as I'd like it to, so there'll be something to change in the future. But the car's good. You see the balance is fundamentally very good, and it is very slippery, so there's a lot of steering input going in there. But it's also an awful lot of fun. The car's pretty predictable. I'm committing to the notes a bit more here, but there's still, trust me, an awful lot more time and pace to come when I get more used to the car and more confident. And yeah, hopefully we'll sort of improve that pace with time. But it's an awful lot of fun, and it still looks pretty quick in some bits for an old 1979 car.
150 to turn hairpin left tightens. Again, it's uphill.
Yep.
And 200 up middle. Yes.
It's better, isn't it?
Liking it. 4 right and 2 left don't cut over junction. 2 left don't cut.
Yep.
130 up middle for 5 right. Keep it in. 5 right, 40. 6 left continues 100 into 3 left and 4 right. Go on, keep it in.
Yep.
6 left long opens 40 for 3 right 60. Turn 1 right plus. It's all uphill. 40. 6 left continues for 130 and tightens to 4 right past lane. 40. 6 left continues for 170 and 4 right plus. It's 4 right plus 200. Okay. I think it's fair to say that's probably our best stage of the day.
I think so, yes. Yeah, I felt an awful lot better there. I got into a rhythm, got manned up a bit.
Well done.
Yeah.
Right. So we have Neil on the right and Will on the left, both from Rally Pro, who've been very kindly sorting my car out for me. Yeah, how are you, lads? Where did you sleep last night?
On some wheels. Yep, back in the BMW at the racecourse for about 3 hours.
Excellent. And how's it been today?
Yeah, very good.
How's the car been?
Reliable, no problems, just how we like it really. So, all good.
Smoothly.
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
So,
Excellent.
yeah. Most important thing, you've got a big smile on your face.
There we go. And how far have you got to travel home now?
Well, we're going on to another event tomorrow actually, and then home Sunday night. So yeah, but back down to the dark depths of Cornwall. So 300 miles or so from here.
Cool. Winners. There is one bit where you can see here there is a massive thump as we go over a jump. It's a 6 left over a crest, and yeah, we ended up with a fairly big dent in the sump guard from this.
150. 6 left over crest and jump. That's where we kicked up early this morning.
Okay.
150 for 6 right plus and 150.
But the car soaked it all up, and yeah, it did very well, really. Very well.
150 up middle, small crest and 2 left.
This afternoon, first stage, just felt so much better, just more confidence, just more committed, and sort of, you know, being more aggressive with the car, I suppose, just because it hasn't got, you know, massive amount of power, so you do need to sort of particularly tighten the corners, but it just, you know, give it some revs, I suppose, and be aggressive. And I think the spin on the first hairpin probably maybe a bit too cautious on some of the hairpins as well. So yeah, still definitely a load more time to come. But yeah, really good this afternoon. Absolutely loved it. Just that's exactly why I bought the car, for what those afternoon stages felt like. Just big grin. Absolutely brilliant. And second in class. So there you go. What can you say? It's been a good day out. Good car. So there we go, that's the first Evo Diary done. As I say, there'll be one on the Rolls-Royce Wraith at some point in the future, and a few more in rallying. I drove Chris Meek's WRC car, so that's up there. And yeah, there's another one from sort of a pretty cool location that I've been to as well, but you'll see all that in the future. So hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments below As I say, please be kind and forgive me for the lack of hair and makeup.